Hello, and welcome to my brand new segment. This is my first episode of my brand new segment on American expat in Bangkok. I have decided to add this segment maybe once a week, maybe a couple times a month, called Ralph's Kitchen. So, as the intro said, welcome to Ralph's Kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be co-hosting, guest co-hosting. I'll get it right in a minute. I'm going to be guest co-hosting on Ivy's Kike channel. And we're going to have chicken and coleslaw and rice and soda. So, Ivy's going to make the rice. My wife's going to buy the chicken at our daughter and future son-in-law's chicken stand. And I am going to make the coleslaw. Now, I know a lot of you Filipinos, you like these little tiny cutting boards and little tiny knives. Well, I grew up with a father who was a chef and a mother who was a dinner cook. I like big cutting boards. This is not a big one. This is a medium one. I like the big butcher block cutting boards. And I like a big knife. So I know I got something in my hands. But anyway, let me unwrap this nice head of cabbage here. My wife often gets on me for not washing all my veggies, but I only wash the veggies that aren't sealed because I buy from Robinson's, and Robinson cleans their veggies before they seal wrap them. So I'm going to, now some people like to use a shredder for this, or one of those crank shredders, you know, grind stuff it in. But I like a little bit bigger chunks, so what I do is I like to do all of my cabbage by hand. And it makes nice little pieces that are, you know you've got something in your mouth. So I cut it two ways, slice it off, cut it two ways. I'll be right back. I forgot to get my bowl. You can't put it in your hand, you gotta have a bowl, right? So I'll be right back. I'm just headed into the kitchen for a minute. Hallelujah. Okay, I'm back. I've got my small family bowl here. This is good for you know, 6 to 10 people. I've got to get a humongous bowl for our family parties, our birthday parties, and our barbecues and stuff and fiestas, because my coleslaw is gaining popularity, and I'm not going to have enough room for it pretty soon. So anyway, I do about 4 slices at a time. And I cut the core out as I go. You don't want that hard core. First of all, it's harder to chew. It is good for your digestive system because there's a lot of fiber in it. But it's harder to chew, and it's got a slightly bitter. The more of the heavy veins in the core you leave in it, the more bitter your coleslaw is going to turn out. And you don't want a coleslaw that's bitter. That's just not the thing to do. So I've got now 2 goes on the coleslaw, on the cabbage. Now normally at this point I would slice 1 or 2 slices of purple cabbage to give it a little nice color. But my goodness, I priced the red cabbage today at Robinson's. A small head was 500 and some pesos. My goodness, you'd think it was gold. You'd think it was gold. So I'm going to skip to the carrot now. I like a lot of carrot in mine. One, just like the purple coleslaw and purple cabbage, it adds a lot of color to your dish. And plus, carrots are very healthy for you, and they taste good. They've got a lot of natural sugar in them. So I don't like to add a lot of sugar to my dressing. So I just go it this way. Give it the carrots. Quite liberally. And then I make coleslaw probably 5 or 6 different ways. But my family and I really like it with some raisins. So I don't measure them. Just take a nice healthy handful, sprinkle them in there, maybe a little bit more. And I like a liberal amount of caraway seeds because caraways both give it some character. It puts a little pizzazz into it. So I'm pretty liberal with those. And by the way, I get my caraway from a dealer on Lazada because it's hard to find in stores here. I buy it by a kilo at a time and then I put it in jars so it stays fresh. Oh, I love the smell and taste and the taste of caraway. I eat a lot of sauerkraut also. My German heritage, I guess, quarter German. And I love this. I love the caraway seeds in my sauerkraut. But then we're going to add a thinly sliced. Here in the Philippines, they just call them red onions. But they are actually called, their actual name is shallots. So when you see shallot on a recipe, don't be shocked, don't be shy away from it. Just get you the smallest red onions you get, they are called shallots. And then all you have to do is slice them up thin. And when I'm doing something like that, when I'm doing a shallot for a salad, I usually take out the outer layer of meat with because it's too hard to get the skin off otherwise. So I just quickly, it's not that much to throw away. And it makes a lot better salad. But this one being stubborn. Come on, stubborn shallot. There you go. There you go. You're coming now. All right. So now I've got my small shallot. I'm going to do the two halves. I cut maybe 2 to 3 times across it and then slice it very, very thin. In this case, with the size bowl I'm using this time, I'm going to use half on each layer because I'm going to do 2 layers to fill the bowl. Now, I have to pause here, so I'm going to hit the pause on my camera because I forgot to get the ingredients for my dressing before I started. So I will put this on pause and I will rejoin you in just a moment here. Okay, I am back. Got my ingredients. I put about 2 tablespoons of EVO, extra virgin olive oil mayo in it because my wife and I both like it. And today I'm making my own dressing. I like the one you already buy made for coleslaw. It's really good. Fraley likes it too, but she really likes this one that I make. So I'm going to make this one tonight. And I add maybe a tablespoon of EVO to give it an extra kick. The mayo is good, but this just gives it a little extra kick. And then the one she likes, I make with the standard Caesar's dressing. This one I pick up at S&R. It's the member's choice. It's not a fancy brand. And I use, for this bowl here, I'm probably using, about a cup, maybe a little more. Fraley likes hers very juicy. And so I make it so that it's plenty juicy. And then, Fraley likes it sweet. And I avoid sugar because of both my heart attack 2 years ago and also because I'm experiencing some kidney problems. If you watched my video the other day, I said I'm going to put about a pack and a half in here. I'm sorry, 3 packs. I'll get it right in a minute. I'm going to put 3 packs of this stevia. I use stevia. It is a natural sweetener. It's not like Nutria and or all those commercially made, man-made ones. Every one of them, every single one of them causes major problems, major health issues, cancer, causes problems with the mind and everything else. And so I'm going to go ahead and add about half of this mixture to the first layer. And then we're going to do the same thing all over. So I'm going to cut 2 more off. Now on these 2, there's a pretty big piece of core. So I'm going to cut that bottom core out of there. Again. A second slice. And cut the core out of this one. And then chop it up. It's nice because if you turn the leaf sideways, it's already cut for you with the cut you made off of the head of cabbage. And all you have to do is one more cutting. And the pieces are nice and chewy and good size. And I really love it. I love coleslaw. I love coleslaw. I also love Waldorf salad, and I'll make that sometime. Next time I make Waldorf salad, I'll show you my recipe. I also make that about 2 or 3 different ways. So now we just got this little bit, so I'm gonna finish it off. There's no core to cut out of this one, so I'm gonna chop it up. Already got past the core. I wouldn't have used this much if I had a head of red, because that takes, I put about half as much, third of that, of much as I do the green in for the red. So that makes a pretty nice sized bowl. Now, a little tip when you're buying cabbage. I think my wife is probably representative of most Filipinos. They think the whiter it is, the better it is. Sorry, when it's going white, it's losing its food value. The greener it is, the better it is. That goes for iceberg lettuce, that goes for romaine, that goes for the bulb, it goes for all kinds of lettuce and greens. The greener it is, the more nutrition it has. Now we're going to go ahead and do our other shallot. Did the 2 cuts, slice it as thin as possible. You know, doesn't have to be too thin. I like mine thin, so in case somebody's eating it doesn't care for onions that much. Then we're going to put some more of my seed in there. Like I said, liberal. It gives it a good flavor. This is better if you make it the night before and it can sit and all the flavors can marry, especially the caraway seed. So it can marry through the whole thing. But last night, Freddie was on a schedule, so we waited until today to get my cabbage and my carrots. And now we're going to do some more carrot. I don't think we'll do the whole thing because we're not making a big one here. So I'll have about 1/3 of the carrot left over for my lunch maybe tomorrow to go with my sandwich or soup or whatever I have for lunch. Now I put on, when I had my heart attack, I weighed 365 pounds. And in the hospital and post-hospital, I went from 365 down to 245. 120 pound loss. But sadly, when all the seniors and young people were in lockdown due to COVID, I got cabin fever and I ate too much, and I put what is it? I'm 280 now, so I put 35 pounds back on. I'm working at trying to get it off, and so I'm trying to be a better eater. That's about enough carrot. I got enough for tomorrow. So that's a nice size salad. Again, we're going to put another small handful of the raisins in. Raisins are loaded with vitamins, minerals, iron, iron. If you're iron deficient, hey, eat liver and eat prunes and eat your raisins, and you'll probably get enough iron if your blood is iron deficient. So now we're ready to put the rest of the dressing on top. I think I may have to add a little bit to this. If I do, I'll just add the Caesar's dressing, because, yeah, maybe not. Might not be as wet as Fraley likes it, but that's okay. It'll still be well lubricated. None of the family likes salad. Fraley and the girls and Mama and Papa ate very little vegetables before I married Fraley in 2013. And they all love salad now. They love coleslaw. They love just about all veggies and fruits and stuff, and so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Whoops, I dropped a little bit. Thank God the table's clean. Okay. Hallelujah. Okay. I'm not going to put this back in the food, so I'm going to use it to test this, and then I'll put the dirty fork back in the bowl I already dirtied. Let me try it. Yum, yum. As we say here, masarap or lami. So thank you for watching. I hope that you'll be watching for the next episode. Like I say, maybe once a week I'll make a recipe, and I'll video making it. Let you see the finished product. Hallelujah. Doesn't it look good? Yum, yum. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, maybe leave me a comment, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't. God bless you.